Hi friends, motivated by my book The Power of Self-Talk. I'm again back with a very interesting topic. And today I'm going to talk about the peace is within. By the time this video will end, you will understand what exactly the meaning of peace, why we are searching it outside, and what we can do to find the peace within ourselves and can feel empowered about it. Let me share an interesting story. This story is about a book, The Alchemist, which was written by Paulo Coelho many years back. This book talks about the story of a young boy who had a dream that he will find a treasure far away place in the pyramids in Egypt. And he was staying in Spain. And he started his journey towards the pyramids to find that treasure. Now, while he was traveling towards that, he found many people and they gave him a lot of wisdom, lot of understanding about life and what is most important thing that needs to be seen. He also met a beautiful girl whom he fell in love, and she also told her about the real meaning of love. By the time he reached the right place, he realized that actually there is no treasure there. And he also realized that the real treasure is not outside, it is inside us. He also realized one more thing, that when he thinks about the treasure, it is not always the money. It is about the peace of mind. It is about what you think right about yourself. That is most important. There is a very, very interesting quote which has been said by Rhonda Byrne. Rhonda Byrne said, when you can maintain peace and joy within you, despite any situation on outside, you have become the master of everything. And something similar happens in our life too, just like happened to this boy, that we are always going to different religious places. We are going to temples, we go to retreat, we go for shopping. And the reason why we are doing it is because we want some happiness, we want some peace. And certainly when we go to such places, we do feel good. But then when we come back, after a few days, again we are again in the same path wherein we are not satisfied with ourselves, we are not sure whatever we are doing whether it is right or wrong, and then again we think that okay, now I should go again to some religious place to find some peace, to find some reality of my life. And then this cycle continues. We go there, we come back, and then again we go, and then we again come back, but then we never feel satisfied all the time. There's a very interesting quote which has been said by Sadhguru. He said, the peace is not the highest goal in life, it is the most fundamental requirement. So what needs to be done? The important thing is that we often think that when we think about peace, it is just like food. We are feeling hungry, we go there, we had food, now we are satisfied. But actually, peace is just like the breath. We need that 24 hours. Something similar is the peace. It is not that we need it sometimes and we don't need it sometimes. But since majority of the people around us are like that, wherein they had some good moments and then the routine moment, we also think that it is the right thing. So it's important for us to analyze and see that whether we should have peace all the time or we should have it sometime. Very interesting quote said by Marvin Gaye. He said, if you cannot find peace within you, yourself, you will never find it anywhere else. So what to do? It's not that we should not go to religious places. It is not that we should not go to vacation or we should not go for shopping. We should do all that because they all are important part of our life. When we go to religious places, we learn many new things. There are many things that we don't know about ourselves and then we find it there. So we should do all those things. But there should be a purpose about it. But when we are totally dependent on all these external factors for our inner peace, then the problem starts, because these external factors are not in our control. But the day we start feeling convinced that the peace is within, I can get all the answers within myself, that is a time when the things start moving. There could be a possibility that maybe in the beginning we find it difficult. We may think that I'm not getting the right answer, but if we trust ourselves, there is a very possibility. Maybe in the beginning there will be some small wins, but then if we continue to trust ourselves, there can be some bigger wins that we can do that. So what to do about that? How to find that inner peace in ourselves? There are 3 key steps. If we can do it consistently, there is a high possibility that we can do that. The first thing is meditation. Many people think that it does not work. Some feel that they are trying to do it but they are not successful, and many feel that it is old-fashioned. But there is no match to meditation. When we sit with ourselves, when we talk to ourselves, and then in case there is any scenario in life, it could be as simple as that we want to change a job and we are not able to take a decision what to do, and we are trying to talk to different people to find the right answer. If we can sit with ourselves and then talk to ourselves that what is right and what is wrong, what are the positives and what is the negative, very high possibility that we can get the right answer. The second important thing is mindfulness. Often we are doing so many things in a day, we don't know what we are doing, what we are thinking, but the day we become mindful about what we are thinking, there is a high possibility that at that time the clutter will be little less. Just like social media, which is a very powerful medium, very important for our life. But at time it happens that we are not using social media start using us. And at that time, we spend hours and hours mindlessly. So if we are mindful about what we are doing, there is a high possibility that we choose and we decide what to see and what not to see. And the third most important thing is self-belief. Often it happens that we don't trust ourselves, and when we see ourselves surrounded by so many people, they also don't trust. We think that yes, it is okay not to trust yourself and to find the support from outside. Just like the story of the alchemist, wherein that boy was wandering here and there to find the treasure. But the day the boy found out that the real treasure is inside him, that is the real thing, at that time he started realizing that he is more empowered and he is more powerful than anyone around him. Something similar is happening when we are having a strong self-belief about ourselves. A very interesting quote said by Eckhart Tolle. He said that our mind is just like a lake. The surface of the lake changes according to the weather, wind, rain, etc. But the depth of the lake remains always undisturbed. The depth of the lake is your inner state, not dependent on external things. My dear friends, if I talk about myself, I always tell in myself with respect to thinking about inner peace on my own and not depending upon others. Sometimes I fail, sometimes I pass, but I always tell myself what you are doing. I'm looking for your feedback. Thank you.